What's going on, everyone? Jimmy Like Halo here, back again, and today we're talking about New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Now, this is the Switch port that they made for the Switch. It was kind of later on. It wasn't like the launch here, but I think it was 2018. Yeah, and basically, New Super Mario Bros. U was a launch title for the Wii U, and it also got a DLC for the Year of Luigi the following year in 2013, I believe, and which was really cool because we never had that for a New Super Mario Bros. Game, and it was like a full-on game in itself. So it actually got its own physical copy, which was cool. And then they released a physical copy that had both of them on the disc, so New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi U. Now that's basically what this version is. As you can see on the back here, it has the original art for that and that. And the literally the only thing they added was that um you can play as Toadette, and Toadette has a special power up that she can have. That's a super crown that makes her Peach Head, which is the weirdest thing. It's basically their workaround for playing as Peach without being able to play as Peach since she's captured in the game. I guess it's so weird. I don't know, but anyway, what I really like about this, it has no business having this like really nice art on the back with all the characters. I think that's really cool. I think it looks like the Super Mario 3D World, the stamps art, I think they kind of looked like this. That's the closest thing I can think of. But it looks really nice. They had no reason to do that at all. But yeah, basically, New Super Mario Bros. On the Switch. That's what we got. Didn't get its own New Super Mario Bros. Because later we got Super Mario Wonder, which was better anyway. So a lot of people said when this game came out, though, that it would have been nice if they got every single New Super Mario Bros. On like a Switch as like a collection, which would have been pretty cool. So that would be the DS, the Wii, obviously this one, and then New Super Mario Bros. 2. Obviously, I would have preferred that pretty much anyone, but um, this makes more sense. It was just a Wii U game put on the Switch, so putting the DS and Wii and uh, 3DS games would have been a lot more effort that they probably just weren't interested. They just wanted to sell this game again, and it sold really well on the Switch. So here we are. I never actually owned it on the Wii U. I rented it from my library. I rented a ton of games from my library. But I played it a lot. I actually like New Super Mario Bros. U. It's one of the better ones, I think, which is not really saying too much because they're all pretty similar. But this is a world map here. Got some character art with no blue toad or yellow toad. I don't know why, but that's the cartridge. And yeah, that's basically that for the physical. And let's get into the game. So here we are at the main menu. We got the Nabbit, which was added to the main menu on New Super Luigi U, for the record. They changed this menu around with the text a couple of times. But here we are. One of the cooler things about this game, and also New Super Mario Bros. 2, I guess, the bonus modes, they have like these challenges that I know Nathaniel Bandy actually really liked playing. Another thing that I will say is good about this game is you don't have to play as Mario or Luigi for New Super Luigi U as the first player. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and when you originally came out, you had to do that. You couldn't just choose whichever character you wanted. That wasn't a thing you could do. No, you had to play as Mario. Always frustrated me because 3D World, you could just play as Luigi as the first character, no problem there. And now they changed it, so thankfully I can play as my boy at any time. So that's cool. It's a very minor thing, but when you have a Mario game and there's it's a Mario game. You always get to play as Mario. When you finally get to play as a different character who's not Mario, man, it goes a long way. Like in Mario Kart, are you really the guy who's picking Mario when there's all these other characters that aren't in any other game? Like, come on, man. But anyway, I'm getting super off topic ranting, but they had these challenges that were really cool. It was kind of like Mario Maker side challenges. You expect them to be in that game, or something like that, but it's not anything major or anything. It's just a nice little bonus mode, changing characters. Go back to the menu. And then I guess the boost mode isn't in this version of the game since the Wii U gamepad obviously doesn't exist here. But yeah, the main menu, your side modes, and then you can switch over to Super Luigi U. There you go. But the world maps of each game are exactly identical. They're not different at all or anything like that. But and then Blue Toad, you have to just hold L to change the characters, so thankfully he's still there. I'm not sure if you can have Blue Toad and Yellow Toad still, though, for some reason. I think you have to play as at least Toadette or Nabbit. And then you can also play as Nabbit in New Super Mario Bros. U. That was just a Luigi thing before, since Mario isn't in it. It's just all these minor things. But whatever, you can play as Luigi's Player 1 in New Super Mario Bros. U. So boom, New Super Luigi U Deluxe. But this is what the world map looks like when it loads. And it's basically just like any other 2D Mario game where oops. You have Acorn Plains, the first one, so your grass, your desert, your water, ice, jungle, mines, cloud, and the usually Bowser's Castle. But this case is like Peach's Castle, surrounded like Bowser. Kind of a different spin, not really that different, but what was I saying? Oh, it's exactly the same map layout as New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So, or not layout, but world like theming type, whatever you want to call it. But the mini boss, instead of being the Koopaling, is either it's Boom Boom now, and then the main boss will be the Koopaling instead of the Koopaling twice. So I guess that's slightly different. New Super Mario Bros. 2 brought back Boom Boom and those rhino things that weren't really a boss, so that's whatever. And then obviously the final boss is Bowser, and Bowser Jr. is like a little assist. You got a ground pound on his head. But yeah, that's what that looks like. Try to get a bigger zoom out. The game looks really good, like even on the Wii U. It's a nice looking game. New Super Mario Bros. Art style is kind of more on the bland side. It's not super exciting. It didn't necessarily have to be when it was the first one coming back, but you know, after 4 games, technically 5, you just kind of get a little bit tired of it. So you can understand how people felt at the time. And for some reason in this version, if you jump and click jump again, you spin. It's kind of annoying and can kind of kill you. It's not like the biggest deal, but I think you can also press L to... No, not L. R, maybe? Yeah, R is a spin button too. So it's like, why is it mapped to both? I don't know. I think there was some weird way to turn it off. I don't know why it's hidden. Should just be a setting and not enabled by default, but I don't make the rules here, so don't ask me. But yeah, New Super Mario Bros. U works basically like any other New Super Mario Bros. Game. Slightly, I mean, there's a flying swirl power up. That's new. Woo-wee, so exciting. It's kind of fun. It's basically like Tanuki, slightly different. But yeah, that's how that is. New Super Luigi U, same thing, but more fun levels because they're shorter and a little bit harder, more challenging. And then Nabbit will spawn in from time to time to do a little, you have to chase him to get an item or whatever. Collect the Star King coins, the usual debacle. If you watch any of the 3 videos, you know how New Super Mario Bros. Works. But, yeah, oh, and there's also Baby Yoshis in this game, I guess. That was a new thing at the time, or to bring back, with the bubble one and then, like, the blimp one. So those were fun to play with, so that's all I basically got to say about this game. Not too much, I know, but it's New Super Mario Bros. You either like this as your favorite because it's like the most polished or whatever. Like I think New Super Luigi U is maybe my favorite, but New Super Mario Bros. 2 is my second favorite, and then Wii for nostalgia. I know DS is the most original one. I totally get if that's your favorite. It's probably objectively, technically the best in some ways, but it's whatever. But I like all these games. They're fun. They're not like super amazing or anything. I think Wonder, Super Mario Wonder is absolutely better than this one. But overall, it's a Mario game. You know what you're getting into. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, what you think about New Super Mario Bros. As a whole. The next Mario video I'll have is Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which will be a good one. And yeah, if you like the video, leave a like. If not, you don't have to. If you're not subscribed and would like to see more content like this, feel free to do so. And without further ado, that is all for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.